All right, so and this is the commentary section of DJ SMOSEF, Spring Break Forever.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Just I really enjoyed just the fun of it all. Like, I could see where your mind was breaking it into different like moods and vibes, and yeah, I was all about it. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I wanted to originally match because you sent me your mix 1st and it was like 47 minutes, and I usually try to stay in that. That's a great like running time for mixes. You could like work out to it really quick, or but I got a little self-indulgent there at the end. At the 47-minute mark, I was like, I want to add some more.
Yeah.
And then I did like a 6-song block of dubstep because I needed to add the songs from Spring Breakers, which is where I derived the title from. Spring Break Forever is from Spring Breakers, and I wanted that vibe of Spring Break too.
Yeah. So
a very 2010s era. We close out with the 6-song block of dubstep and some hip hop there, but. Really quickly, most of these like block of sets are like 6 songs, 8 songs. I think the longest one is like 10, and they're all blocks that I have prearranged in my Serato for my DJ gigs, weddings. So they're all like prearranged stuff that I've broken and maybe combined into this huge set.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into
the first part.
Yeah, it is. Be Faithful by Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah, like this part I kind of wrote, as I was listening to it, I just kind of wrote little descriptions and notes. And for me, this was like the section of like timeless classics, like songs that in my mind will just never get old and just sound just fun and fresh as ever. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I wanted to just like come in with a bang.
Yeah, you did.
And no better way than Fat Man Scoop. He talks a lot throughout it. He's a hype man, right?
Yeah.
It's like almost like a mashup song of Mary J. Blige and all these different artists. So it's definitely a club favorite. A little low in the BPM there, maybe for dance like hall, like electronic BPM, but like for hip hop. Clubs, it's definitely 101. Get into Ain't No Fun, and most of these tracks, my entire set list is about 36 tracks. So most of the songs are going to be like you hear like one verse.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna mix it really quickly. Got Ain't No Fun there, which is like I said a pre-arranged mix. I love this like 90s era. Party Up by DMX, Blow the Whistle by Too Short. And I broke that up with in between those I have like some Deadpool quotes.
I really like the transition from the DMX to the Too Short. Like I love it when you can hear the teaser of the next song coming in. You're like, okay, but the vocal of the current song's playing, and I was like, okay. I love that feeling.
Nice.
It never gets old.
Did you clock Blow the Whistle?
When you hear that, yeah.
Are you a big Too Short fan?
You know what? I'm not deep in my Too Short listening.
Yeah.
But this song, it's the song that
classic.
Even casual people will know and love. Yeah, it's
right. Great. I don't want to get into all of my movie quotes because I honestly don't remember all the ones I added. But if you guys want to think about it in terms of how I break up the sets, the blocks, I'll always separate them with a movie quote.
Yeah.
So I think I may have had one before. I Want to Do Something Freaky to You by Leon Haywood, which is the original sample of Nothing But a G-Thing, which I hard cut into. So it almost sounds seamless. It almost sounds like I Want to Do Something Freaky to You is like the long extended intro of Nothing But a G-Thing. I usually do that.
It's almost like the instrumental.
Yeah. All it is just like instrumental with like a woman moaning. So
And you've got that bass line.
Oh my
that's
God,
the
Iconic.
continuing thread that links it all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I usually play that at like bars or clubs that you know, give something a little like hey, here's a little nugget of here's a sample, and then I'll throw in nothing but a G thing, which is a crowd favorite. And we get into, I don't have it written here. It is the
DMX.
Yeah, X Gon' Give It to You from Deadpool, and then I mixed that with Shoop by
TLC.
No, sorry, I was about to say SWV.
TLC.
But, no, it's Salt and Pepper.
Sorry, Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. Which is both from the original Deadpool 2016, celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. Can you believe that? Jesus Christ. And that ends that portion of like the opening 6 tracks of hip hop, or 8 tracks, you want to say? Yeah.
So that was all considered like one block. That's kind of how I saw it as.
Yeah, like a 90s.
Even though there was like a Deadpool clip in the middle, it was like to kind of set up the Deadpool songs.
Yeah, exactly, because those songs are from Deadpool. Yeah. And then we get into some tracks that you couldn't identify.
Well, I wrote in my notes, I wrote it as the K-pop section.
The K-pop section, which is true and not, because there's only like a two song.
And then as I heard,
portion.
I'm like, okay, these are like you said, the Viet House stuff, right?
Yeah. It's K-pop / Vienna House / 80s / we get into like electronic dance with the David Guetta, BB Rexa stuff, which I technically I hard cut into those, but they're the same BPM, and I just consider that a whole block of part of the set because they're all on 128, 130.
There was a track at like around 1707 of your mix. I wrote myself a note to ask you for the track ID because I thought it was a cool song.
Were there Korean lyrics?
No,
Was it after the K-pop stuff?
I think it was.
So the 2 songs that you were talking about, the K-pop songs, I started. This starts a whole brand new block here. So What by BTS, famously from their album Love Yourself Tear, of Fake Love and all those hits, and into Fantastic Baby by Big Bang. The 2 members who are most famous are G-Dragon and Top, most famously recently from Squid Game. You may know him as Thanos.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that goes boom shakalaka, boom shak in the song. So one of my favorite parts of that song. And we get into 2 Vienna House songs, which I most recently became aware of doing a lot of Vietnamese weddings. And this particular song, excuse my pronunciation, I know I'm Vietnamese, but 2 Foot Home by Phao is the first song, and that was recently, or like a couple of years ago maybe, became viral on TikTok. All the kids love that song, and then mixed that with Enya Am by Tuan Hom. So that's the song you were referring to. What did you like in particular?
It was the first one, the one with the few. Yeah, I like the vocal. I like the beat. I'm definitely not on the TikTok, so I wouldn't have known. But I guess if it caught my ear, I guess it makes sense that it would be popular. Yeah.
Right.
That was cool.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Vienna House, so these are like the best of the best for me. So glad you enjoyed it. And then a very interesting little genre switch here with "It's Tricky" by Run DMC.
Yep.
A song that is like very underrated to me. Like I don't play it at parties. I should more, but it's a danceable BPM, 128, 130. So
it's catchy. People who grew up in that time, it resonates with them. But I would like to think that if you've never heard it before, it would be catchy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. To this day, I realized that most recently that they rhyme in limerick form. You notice that? It's tricky. I don't know the lyrics verbatim, but if you listen to the rhyme structure, it's very...
Yeah, that's
innovative.
Funny. It's funny that you should mention it, yeah.
So listen to it closely, guys. It's tricky. Nobody does that anymore, definitely. Nobody rhyme schemes in limerick form. Definitely. We get into a song that I play a lot frequently now at weddings, is because it's like a mashup by DJ Ragosa. It's the Push It from Salt and Pepper, and it has like, what does it have? Like
Belinda Carlisle.
Yeah, Belinda Carlisle. Thank you.
And the Your Love.
Yeah, I don't want to lose your love. Yeah, I'll feel your love. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I just, again, mashups like work so well in party dance atmospheres.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's just like a shortcut. I'm like, here's 3 songs in one, and it's like a party break, you know.
And you know all of them. It's but in this combination, it's like kind of not throwing you off, but it's like kind of jarring's like a negative, but it like makes it different. 'Cause,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially in a fast-paced type of mix set, which I tried to do for this. There's not one song that goes for more than 2 verses.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a party break like that kind of just blends in. It feels like I'm mixing a bunch of songs together, you know. So then we get into I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany, made recently most popular by the final season of Stranger Things. And then your favorite here, Stacey Q, ends the little 80s block of music here, 2 of Hearts, which expands into a larger set. Usually in my my DJ, my wedding sets, I usually go into like Living on Video, My Forbidden Lover, Danger, all those like classic 80s type
Sure.
dance
Like
songs, you know.
freestyle adjacent kind of.
Yes,
stuff.
freestyle. Thank you. And then I have a bunch of songs here that I did not.
Well,
play.
you had the Superbad clip, right?
Yes, thank you. To
Mark your
audio. Yeah, audio. What's the word? Audibly. Separate the sets. Yes, and then we get into.
Was that first song on this next? Was it like Earth, Wind, and Fire, or what was it? It was giving me like Earth, Wind, and Fire vibes, but
Good call. It is the Barkays, Too Hot to Stop.
Okay.
And that is why I played this the Superbad clip, was because this is the song that plays in the opening credits.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've seen Superbad.
Yes.
Yeah, when they're like the silhouette of them dancing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to pay homage to Superbad on its 20th anniversary. And also because I rarely get to play the song. I used to play the song so much at bars. I don't DJ at bars anymore, but especially like in my San Pedro days, like more of a Latin crowd, they'd always request, "Hey, play some funk."
Yeah.
You know, and this is at the top of my funk set list.
Sure.
Because it's a great. It's not mixable because it has like a weird intro. It's not. It's like a very guitar riff, no beat intro.
Yeah.
So it's a very almost like palate cleansing song to just kick off with, and then I always mix it with Genius of Love by the Tom Tom Club, which is our only overlap in artists there. And we get into More Bounce to the Ounce by Zapp and Roger, another classic like party staple, right?
Yep.
And a song that again, like criminally underplayed for me these days, but I would like to just squeeze it into the set. I Can't Wait by New Shoes. The dong, 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 dong.
Like this section, it transports me to like roller rink, roller skate party.
Yeah.
It's good vibe.
Good nostalgia. Thank you. I'm glad it transported you. Did you used to go to roller rinks?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I always see them in movies and shows, but I never. I have 2 left feet.
Well, now it's a question of like, where do you have a local roller
rink? Exist. So after I Can't Wait, we got into
something.
I want to say Candyman, Knockin' Boots.
Okay. Like when I wasn't familiar with the track, and I was like, this sounds like Color Me Bad, and then it goes into Color Me Bad. I'm like, okay, I can see where your mind was at.
This is my 90s nostalgia. Like, this was supposed to be my last little block of music here, but
you heard the crowd say, one more song.
Encore.
One more song.
But this is one of my favorite 90s sets. I used to play this a lot at Kitsch Bar when they DJ there, because they booked me specifically for 90s music. And then, later in the evening when I'm like tired of playing rap, I'll be like, let's mix it up with some like dance R&B type songs. Candyman, Knockin' Boots, into I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad, Back to Life by Soul to Soul, most famously heard in Belly, the 1999-2000 DMX Nas film. And I had to before that we heard like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of quote, right? Just because I had to squeeze in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air here by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Let me ask you, do you used to watch the show?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. So you're not really familiar with the theme song?
Oh, the theme song, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was hard to avoid the theme song, but yeah, other than that, I don't really know much about it.
Okay. Because they have an abridged version on the TV show. They cut out a lot of parts, so every time I hear the actual song, I'm like, hey, there's a lot more lyrics in here, so
yeah,
it's always nice to hear it, uncut. And then we get into a song that rarely gets any airplay today. Back in the day, probably a lot in like Power 106, Baker Boys, Throw Your Hands Up by LV. A very, very nostalgic like R&B rap song.
Were they like from California? Because it kind of had like a G-funk type sound to it.
LV, I know, was from LBC, I think, era type of artist, right?
Okay.
He was most famously on Gangsta's Paradise.
Okay.
He did the chorus on
Okay.
the Coolio track. But yeah, he did break out. He should have, but this is one of my favorite songs, cooling out at the park or whatever he says, right? And it's like very barbecue type of like summertime in the LBC kind of G-funk song, right? And then the last song from this little mini block is Around the Way Girl, LL Cool J. I want to say this is an 80s song, but it has like a 90s vibe, don't you think?
Yeah.
I had to throw it in there just because I was like, one of my favorite LL Cool J songs, and it's like such a nostalgic banger, And here's where I want to say this is the epilogue, because it's supposed to end here at 48 minutes, and then we hear some Spring Breakers quotes, which I had to put in there, as per my title, Spring Break Forever. We get to hear James Franco say, Spring Break, Spring Break Forever, bitches. They hear some good shots. And are you a big... You probably didn't get into dubstep, did you?
I did, not heavily, but a little bit. I do like, especially like UK bass music, like maybe the connection between like drum and bass and UK garage to dubstep.
Yeah.
So, I have certain favorites, but I didn't get into it too deeply.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I think there's a genre called dub as well. That's more prominently more my, it's like reggae.
Sure.
It's more down tempo. But I feel like dubstep is too aggressive. It's like, but like I have an affinity for this three songs that open this little block because it's from the Spring Breaker soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
So Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites by Skrillex, probably like one of the most melodic dubstep songs, even though it does get a little aggressive with the I don't know anybody can. Anyway, I know it's like a butt of a lot of jokes these days, especially among like DJs and musicians, right? That dubstep is just so aggressive. And then we get another Skrillex remix, the Skrillex Going Down mix, Going In by Birdie Nam Nam. And then get into Young N-Words featuring Waka Flocka Flame by Gucci Mane. And that's particularly, I like that track a lot. It's very like trap sounding, like early trap, like it sounds fucking hard. It sounds like these guys are actually like real gangsters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They represent. They have a flags hanging from their pants, as they say. And we get into Mercy by Kanye West featuring Big Sean. I believe I only play the Big Sean verse. A track that I've always loved to play whenever I get the chance. It's hard to play because it's so slow, 70 BPM, you know? And these last couple of songs at the end are not, I wouldn't consider party bangers, although Tuesday, the Drake remix by I Love McConan, is very, like, down-tempo, like, almost like, you know, like, got like a synthy, like, you know,
Sure.
atmosphere to it, and you got the Drake, like, half singing, half rapping kind of thing. I always loved his verse on it, so I had to
Yeah,
had to put it in there.
If you think about kind of the course of a party, maybe this is kind of like the wind down part where it's like,
this is the lull. Especially Swang is definitely like not like a party jam. It's definitely like the last song I would play. Like, hey, it's time to go, guys. It's time to wrap up. Let's go. Like last call kind of song here, which is kind of perfect, by Ray Shrimmerd. And I think we only hear the Sway Lee verse. And I don't know, there's something about the song I always like try to squeeze into a mix just because it has this like Wendy Carlos / Walter Carlos like 80s synth to it. It just sounds so like dramatic and like almost haunting, you know? And the video is just them like playing golf, like smoking weed on the golf course and like doing like a dance with like old people or like people or normally on the golf course, kind of thing. But I've always loved Swang. I love that era of Ray Shrimmerd. I wonder what happened to them, but that concludes the 36 song set of mine, and is basically all of my favorite songs like that I want to put in a mix. So I'm glad I got it all in there. Thank you for indulging me, Edwin. Thank you for listening to that.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It's always love listening to your mixes and what you put together, and as you can tell, it's thoughtfully put together.
So I feel like our two sets blend well together. They're a good pairing.
Yeah, they're definitely
different genres.
Yeah, and different like styles. Like you said, a lot of your mixes, it was like maybe a verse, maybe two.
Yeah.
My mix, I generally kind of let the whole song
Yeah.
play out. So it's just different approaches.
Yeah, which is great too, because I feel like your song, for people like me who never heard of a lot of these songs, like gives them a chance to breathe and say, "Oh, okay, yeah, this is great." Whereas my songs are more like, my song selection is more like they've heard it before.
Yeah.
So like, okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's hear what's next.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more fast paced. So I think our set lists, our both of our mixes complement each other well in that regard. And I want to thank my good friend and DJ mentor here, DJ Edwin, for helping on the mix with me very last minute, and pulling out this party banger set. Thank you so much, DJ Edwin.
Oh, thank you. I always enjoy it, and thanks for whoever's listening out there.
Yeah, thank you guys. And if again, before you listen to this commentary, I should have preempted this before we talked about it, but listen to the mix before. My mix, DJ SMOSEF, Spring Break Forever, and DJ Edwin's School's Out Forever. Do you have any final thoughts there, Edwin?
I think you wrapped it up nicely. Yeah, it's always fun to do these. Looking forward to the next one. That's okay. I'm just happy anyone out there is taking the time to listen to this. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. Thank you guys, and thank you, DJ Edwin, again. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Not too long. I know it's been a while since our last
for sure. Sooner than later.
Collaboration. Yeah. So soon. Hopefully soon.
Definitely.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.